Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be doing my playoff predictions. So there's going to be three separate videos, one for Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. And for this video I'm going to be talking about my Truck Series playoffs. So basically it is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. I predict the playoffs and then when the playoffs start I will then go back and watch this video and we'll see how wrong I am. So I guess we'll first start off with basically drivers which are going to be in the playoffs once again from last year, which includes our reigning champion Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, Nick Sanchez, Christian Eckes, Corey Heim, and Matt Crafton. It was literally in no particular order. I think these six are pretty likely to be basically be coming back into the playoffs from last year. Crafton, I feel like is maybe like the least possible one. I'll be honest. Like everyone else is basically set in stone, probably gonna happen. But obviously, I mean, Ben Rhodes makes sense. He's our reigning champion. He's been incredibly consistent. I'll be throughout his entire Truck Series seasons. I'm not really surprised about that. Simon Majeski, he was on an absolute up in 2021. A bit of a down year, I'll be honest, in 2022, but still pretty good year for him. Nick Sanchez, he was in a very explosive rookie. I think he got 3 poles, I'm pretty sure, and I hope he converts some of them into wins because he's definitely a proven winner. Christian Eckes, he was maybe the most surprising driver out of last year. I mean, he somehow made McAnally Hilgman Racing an actual competitive team, so I'm really excited to see how he goes. Corey Heim, I mean, I legit picked him to win the championship this year, so I'm not really surprised about that. And Matt Crafton, like I mentioned before, he's a bit of a possibility, and that's just because he's getting pretty old. I mean, age is coming up to him. He's still in great shape, but I mean, age is still coming up, and I just like I can't remember how old he is. I think he might be somewhere like in his 40s. I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. I don't really want to assume it, but basically my point is that he's been in the Truck Series for a very long time. I'm pretty sure since 2001. So he's been there for a very long time. So I won't really be surprised if he does miss out on the Truck Series playoffs, but I think he'll be just consistent enough to at least be in the playoffs. Now I have 4 drivers, and you might actually know some of these drivers because I mentioned it in my NASCAR predictions video. So I have Lane Riggs, Tanner Gray, Bailey Curry, and Jake Garcia. Now, obviously, I mentioned before that obviously if you watch my predictions video, that I predicted these 4 because I think that they're gonna get their first wins. I think I have like Lane Riggs and Jay Garcia. I'm pretty sure gain multiple wins, while Bailey Curry and Tanner Gray they're probably gonna get to a 1 win. I'm pretty sure, but obviously I might be wrong. But I mean, okay, like a bit, okay, and just like I said in my predictions video, I think the one driver which is incredibly likely to actually get their first win is Lane Riggs. I mean, he has shown so much promise. Even when I'm pretty sure it was in 2021 where he got pole position or started on the front row at the Phoenix finale. That was amazing to see, and he's been a phenomenal driver. I mean, he was part. He obviously his specialty is mainly in the short tracks, but he's been pretty good though either way. So I'm really excited to see how Riggs goes in the competitive truck. I think the other one as well is Jake Garcia. He moves over from McAnally Hilgman Racing to ThorSport Racing. And ThorSport, they have a very good team. I mean, obviously, like I mentioned before, I mean, like Rhodes, Majeski, and Crafton, all of them are I've already predicted to be in the playoffs. And I think Garcia will definitely be one of them. He's a phenomenal driver. He was close numerous times of getting his first win. He was being top 5 consistently, so I do think that he's going to get his first win. And the other two, Tanner Gray and Bailey Curry. Now, I chose Tanner Gray because I feel like he was maybe the closest Tricon garage driver other than Corey Heim to get their first win. Taylor Gray, I mean, he has some moments. Zine Thompson, he has improved massively from when he was in Nissan Motorsports, but I don't think he's close enough to get his first win. Tanner Gray, he was pretty good. Like, he was pretty solid at the start of the season. But then, yes, he kind of fell off at the very end, but he was pretty good at the start of the season. So watch out for Tanner Gray to possibly get a surprising win at some point in the start of the season, especially. And Bailey Curry, he has been close a couple times, mainly in like when he was driving for Nissan, like in 2021, 2022. He wasn't really close in 2023. He's been a solid midfield team. or driver, I should say. But I do think these, with the support, I'm pretty sure with Trackhouse, I think they're going. Well, I'm not really too sure if these are actually being supported by Trackhouse, but so either way, I think with the support from the team and stuff, I think Bailey Curry could actually get his first win. I don't think Matt Mills is going to get it, I'll be honest, but I do think Bailey Curry is going to get his first Truck Series win, and actually his first win in any of the top 3 categories. So as you can see, those are my list right here. I have Ben Rhodes, Majeski, Sanchez, Eckert, Heim, Crafton, and then Lane Riggs, Tanner Gray, Bailey Curry, Jay Garcia. Other drivers I could have maybe talked about, maybe Chase Purdy. I think Chase Purdy will probably be 11th in my opinion. I think it's going to be the driver who's just going to miss out on it. Who else? Maybe Tyler Ankrum and maybe Daniel Dye. I actually don't know what's happening with Roger Cruz, so I can't really say anything about him. Maybe Grennan Finger, maybe with CR7 Motorsports, considering that they have a technical alliance with McNally Hillgren Racing, so possibly. And I'm trying to think. Stuart Friesen, that's also another one. Stuart Friesen, I think that's maybe the biggest driver I missed out on this in my predictions. I just think that like because like there's so many great trucks and great talent coming up in the truck series, I think Stuart Friesen is going to be the lone driver who's going to be out. So I think Purdy and Friesen, they're definitely going to be there as well to compete for one of those spots. But I don't really know. Obviously, I could be wrong, as obviously I will watch back in a couple months' time when the playoffs start. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.